Okay. Just wait a moment for people to be ready. Show up. Alright. So, the way this is going to work is I will be playing all three games. The game is much louder than me. Okay. Turn myself up. It's so weird. I haven't messed with the settings at all. How about now? Can you hear me? Kachungus? Mojumbo? Can you hear the sound of my voice? Let me turn the game down a little bit. Alright, how's that? I'll turn myself up a smidge to... By the way, percent, this is not percents, this is decibels. So, I actually don't know what 2 to 5% translates to for this. Okay. So, the way this is going to work is I am going to spend 1 hour on each of the three games. We're starting with Mario Tennis, and then I'm going to do Wave Race 64, and end with Rally Challenge 2000. Now, something to note is I never actually finished unlocking everything in this game. Oh, what the fuck was that? So, I don't actually have Shy Guy. But thanks to Dennis giving me his copy of Mario Tennis on Game Boy Color, I do have these four. But I'm not going to use them. So, I think to get Shy Guy you have to do singles? In a tournament, so I guess let's do that. Just a lot to begin with. I mean, possibly. So I think I can just do the Star Cup. Just go straight in. Yep, there's Shy Guy. Hey, Val. You may notice you have a VIP tag now. Because since I got to 50 followers, I can actually give out VIP badges. Alright. Yeah, I think there's actually a VIP chat that you can somehow access. I don't actually know how to see it, and I don't actually remember if that's a thing. I could be misremembering. Okay. We're off to a wonderful start. VIPs get to ignore emote only, follower only, and other chat restrictions. Well, I'm only giving it to close friends who aren't mods, so I trust them. I'm gonna make you cry. What's that? Oh, come on. So I played this a lot when I was a kid. Can you tell? Of course, I immediately miss a shot after I say that. Hey, Simkey. So, Simkey, since pretty much everybody voted for Rally Challenge 2000, I just want to let you know I'm doing that last. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, that was not where I meant to go.
Match point. Game set and match.
Zeno, can you ban that person? Thank you. Sorry about that. So I realized that I already have a Star Cup match there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think in order to actually unlock Shy Guy, I need to fight him, so I may have to redo this. Because you can unlock Donkey Kong Jr. and Shy Guy in this, but if you don't have them unlocked, if they lose their match and you don't fight them, you don't get them. Oops. Oh, I have never actually played real tennis. God. Alright, that was entirely my fault. I have no one else to blame but myself, and I'm blaming Wario anyways. There we go. I do have the adapter, and I do have Mario Tennis for Game Boy Color. I do not have the adapter handy, though. Damn it. I know where it is, I just don't have it handy. Fuck! I'm good. Alright, this is going to take a little longer now. Lamel. Fuck. Yeah, I actually already have done that, Simkey. I did it just to unlock the other 4 extra characters. But I never played much of the Game Boy Color version, so they have, like, no stats. Fuck. Oh dear. Also, thank you, Zeno.
Match point.
God.
That is Wario. Match point.
Oh, he got me.
Second match, Wario.
This also reminds me that I need to get Mario Tennis Aces on Switch, because I still don't have that. I have Super Rush.
Love. 8 points. Game move. Change course.
Man, he's just giving it to me right now. Okay. Just hoping he'd go a little further to the left. Game Boy Color Mario Tennis is strange. Yeah, I haven't played much of it. Every time a floorboard creaks from someone going down the stairs into the basement, I can see my reactive light up in OBS. Alright, well, there was basically nothing I could do about that. I don't understand what creates the star shots.
Point. Point.
What? There we go.
Point. Game move. Change course.
Okay.
Turkey love.
Hooray! Hooray!
Match point.
Bitch! Bitch!
Point.
Oh my god.
Tiebreaker.
Fuck off, dude. There we go.
One. Change hook.
What? God, I hate being up top. I can't tell how close I am to the ball.
4-1. Five, one. Change hook.
I don't think I'm winning this.
Match point.
Once I can turn this around.
Match point. Out. Game, set, and match. Wario.
Well, okay, hold on a second here. I'm going to end game. So that way, I can actually fight Shy Guy. Since I need to unlock him. Someone whistling outside? I heard whistling. Hey, hon. Birdo really did have a cute voice in this.
Point. Game, move. Change hook. Round 15.
Whoops.
15 hard.
God damn it, boat. See, the nice thing about Mario Power Tennis is that as long as you're reasonably close to the ball when you start swinging, your character will just lunge for you. In this, not so much.
40, 30.
Depending on when you start fucking charging your swing, which is probably the worst part about this game.
Advantage. Match point.
God damn it. Interesting. I did not know that. Do I need to be playing as a different character in order to get Shy Guy? Like, I don't need to be playing as Mario, do I? Come on.
Point.
Ooh, you can literally fly, just go faster. I thought I had to beat Shy Guy and then the tournament. I mean, I can find out, because I haven't beat the tournament as Boo yet. So assuming I can actually beat Wario, because it's the second time I've gotten him as the second match. Alright, guess I just need to beat the Star Tournament. Assuming I can actually beat this little shit.
Point. Point.
Nice.
Match point.
He really gave that to me, huh? In the original Doki Doki Panic, Birdo's species name is actually Catherine, and it states that the pink one we deal with is born male but prefers being female and also prefers going by the name Kathy. In Japan, in every game she shows up, she either goes by the full name or the name she prefers. Interesting. I did know that canonically she is trans, but I don't know if that was actually kept in the American localizations. Even if it wasn't, it's been accepted by Nintendo fans that both Birdo and Vivian from Thousand Year Door are trans. Okay, I'm going to lose to Waluigi.
point. Change course.
Alright, well, Waluigi, if you're just going to stand that close, you're making this a little too easy. I say, as he does that. They mix Ostro and Birdo's entries up. Oh, you piece of shit. Hey, Toxico.
Point. Point.
Something that blew you away was Mario announcing the game, or the score in French. Uh-oh. I don't know why Waluigi keeps getting so close. Come on, Boo. Swing with the other side. Oh my god. Never expected French voice acting on N64. Wants a hug? Well, he's not getting one from me. Smash Ultimate made me hate Waluigi. Well, Xeno, the game may have had a French localization. Yeah, Mario turns blue if he happens to be in the tournament or the match.
Point. Tiebreaker.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, Toxico. I refuse to lose to Waluigi. Come on, dude, you can swing the other way. God.
Point. Yeah. 6-5. Set point. Game and set one. Second set.
Now I have to win a second set. Well, maybe if your arms weren't so damn long, I'd be able to get past you. Did it have to be Waluigi?
Game point.
We should kill him. I mean, all in favor of killing Waluigi? Use an emote. Alright, the motion has passed. He's literally one of the worst Mario characters, and the only reason why people say they like him is because he's one of the worst Mario characters. It's a meme, and then people started taking the meme seriously. Or maybe some people didn't get the memo that it's a meme. Yeah, this is his debut game. He exists because of this game, because they wanted to partner for Wario. There was supposedly going to be a Wah Peach in Power Tennis, but that concept never left the concept phases. Fuck. God damn it. How many times am I gonna do this to myself? Fuck you, Waluigi. This is how I die. I'm just gonna be here forever. Fuck. How was that out? I thought that would go past them. What?
Championship point.
I cannot lose to this Joker.
Championship point. Change court.
Sorry for being quiet. I'm trying to concentrate here. Oh, you piece of shit!
Point. Game one.
You shut the fuck up, Zeno.
Championship point. Championship point. Championship point. Point. Championship point.
Oh my god, again with this.
Point. Tiebreaker. Change court.
God, I can't. He's so tall. Why are oh, it's a thing. Why can't I just hit the ball where I want? He's just gonna fucking steamroll me, isn't he? It figures that Waluigi would be the one to cuck me from getting Shy Guy.
Change court.
Alright, if he gets a single more point, he wins. That was almost an out.
Championship point. Championship point. Game second. Round 15.
How about I just be, like, stupidly aggressive? How about I just do that? Will that work? Boo, I feel like you could have reached that. Oh, excuse me. My throat was gurgling there. That was interesting. I see, hon. Well, the roll kind of just continued there, I guess. Again, Boo, I feel like you could have reached a little further. That should be illegal. Babe, I don't know of any Mario Tennis games where Waluigi uses an eggplant at all. So I don't know where you're getting that info from. I wouldn't doubt that he's based on the eggplant from Mario Tennis. But I'm not aware of any Waluigi moves using an eggplant in anything he's in. What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I shouldn't quote Morrowind until I actually finish it. Yeah, it turns out all you gotta do is just be stupidly aggressive.
Mario.
Alright. And there he is. The Shy Guy. So yeah, I transferred over characters with the default names from Game Boy Color. So I have Alex, Harry, Nina, and Kate. And they absolutely suck because their stats are at 0. Yeah, something funny about Wario and Waluigi, by the way. There was an official Donkey Kong board game that was 4 players. And the 4 playable characters were Mario, wearing red, green, yellow, and purple. Before Luigi was even introduced. I believe there may have been a 5th player that was orange. So it's pure coincidence, and I doubt that influenced anything. But it's still notable. Also, something to note about this game is this is the only 3D game that uses Donkey Kong Jr. because Donkey Kong Jr. was dropped as a character around this time. When they were making Donkey Kong Country, Miyamoto didn't want them to use Donkey Kong Jr., so they created Diddy Kong. And after the Country games, the only 2 games that DK Jr. shows up in are this and Game & Watch Gallery 4, which actually features some Game & Watch games with DK Jr. Alright, so I have 10 minutes left of Mario Tennis. I am going to do one exhibition with Shy Guy. Against Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, I'll set him on normal. So I don't have all the courts unlocked. I'll have to go back and do that at some point. Let's do the Mario Brothers court. Wow. Something to note about Mario characters, by the way, is every single Mario character has had either subtle or major changes to their design at least once in the span of the character's lifetime. Shy Guy has had next to none. In fact, I believe Shy Guy has not actually changed at all in the entire time Shy Guy has been a character in the Mario series. So I'm not trying to play seriously here because I'm just trying to fill out time. I'm happy I finally have Shy Guy on a cartridge. I use save states to easily unlock Shy Guy, DK Jr., and the other ports on Switch. No, babe, Birdo has had some minor design changes between the NES and her most recent appearance. Yeah, funny thing though, there's only one single game where you can actually see a little bit of what's under the mask, or the clothes, and that's Luigi's Mansion, which has Shy Guy ghosts. You can take their masks off. Yeah, I think this is actually the game that added the ring that Birdo wears. So that's what the mask is for. I really hope we don't move past the point as a society where we forget what that's what the mask is for is referencing. Because I want Dream to never be able to live that down. And I don't want to disparage other content creators while being a content creator, but that is all I'm going to say on the matter, is I hope Dream never lives that down, because that would be hilarious. Well, and that would still be a design change. And I feel like there's been at least some subtle change between her NES appearance and N64. But Shy Guy literally has not changed at all. I think. Oh yeah, they're partners. Well, I mean, they've actually implied that quite a few times. She didn't have the bow and... Zeno, are you sure about that? You sure she didn't have the bow in, Super Mario Bros. 2? And they were roommates. Huh. Alright.
Point.
I think what Simkey is describing is one of the Mario Tennis games has unique animations if certain characters are playing against or with each other. I don't know which Mario Tennis that is. It might be one I haven't actually played. Oh, GameCube. That would be Power Tennis. I have Power Tennis. I haven't finished unlocking everything in that either, as a matter of fact.
Point. Shy guy. Change course.
Shit. Waluigi's special pitch in Superstar Baseball is an eggplant move. I did not play much of Superstar Baseball as a kid. I haven't. But I haven't played it much. I only really play baseball games with other people because I hate playing baseball games against an AI. Because even on the easiest difficulty, the AI never misses when catching. Yeah, I don't care. I was filling out time here. It was fucking fine. Whoop. Ronaldinho soccer. Is that game even any good, or did people just meme about it out of the blue? Like, why were people memeing about that game? What prompted that?
Match point. Game set
Oh, dang it. I lost. What a shame. Oop. Alright. That's enough of Mario Tennis. Go back to the title screen for a moment. I am going to grab another drink, and I will be right back, and then I will swap to Wave Race. So just stay here for a moment. Don't panic. Don't freak out. And absolutely no partying while I'm gone. Do not party.
Point. Mario Tennis. Service each.
I thought I told y'all no partying. You motherfuckers. So, I didn't actually pull my mic down from my headset. It was sitting up the whole time. So, we're gonna swap. Alright, no signal. Alright. So, this is the finicky one. Shit. Oh, well. I thought that was going to take another attempt. Yeah, Toxicow. I do not emulate unless it's something like Virtual Console. So this is an actual N64. These are real cartridges. Okay, so I don't know how long I actually can spend in this game. So I'm going to start from normal and just play. So,
welcome to
Wave Race only really has 3 games. It had I think a Game Boy game that most people forgot about. And then it had this on N64, which is the 3D outing. And then it got a sequel on GameCube called Wave Race Blue Storm, and then was never seen again. And I have Blue Storm. And this game is actually tied to another N64 game called 1080 Degree Snowboarding, which features the sister of this game's lead character as one of the playable characters. So have the I used to love the N64. I'm surprised about the Game Boy port. Yeah, well, I didn't even know about it until I think I read a Nintendo Life article on it. 1080-degree snowboarding incidentally also had a GameCube sequel titled 1080-degree Avalanche, and my bonus disc for Mario Kart Double Dash I think actually has a sizzle reel that features early footage of it. Do a flip. I don't know how to do tricks in this. Can I do tricks? Oh, I can. Yeah, I don't know how to do them effectively. Bonsai! Uncle Andros!
You finished first and got 7 points. Great race. Move on to the next round.
Move on to the next round. Why do you sound like Dexter's dad?
Welcome to Sunset
Saturdays are made for dads. And Dad's car. That's the best I can do without having seen Dexter since 2002. Well, I mean, these are some impressive water physics even today, given the hardware. Also, I seem to have some kind of cut on my mouth on the inside. I think I managed to bite my cheek while I was eating my food without realizing it.
You're about 6 seconds ahead.
Yeah, I don't know how... I'd have to practice it, I think.
You've been overtaken.
Also, I had for supper was a nice, fresh Maxwell Street Polish, which is another Chicago thing. And if you don't know what a Maxwell Street Polish is, it is enough. A Polish sausage on a poppy seed hot dog bun where the sausage has been grilled. The bun is slathered with yellow mustard, and the sausage is topped with grilled Spanish yellow onions and sport peppers. And Spanish yellow onions are sweet. So when they're grilled, they're slightly caramelized, so they're even sweeter. And it's absolutely delicious.
You finished first and got 7 points.
It's also very homophobic. Well, I mean, they are Spanish, so... Well, the onions are.
On to the next round.
Welcome
Nothing
to
against
Drake Lake.
Spain, it's just... Spain does not have a really great history involving that stuff. Because, you know, people didn't really expect the Spanish Inquisition. It just kind of happened.
3, 2,
Because nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Oh, it's pretty foggy here, ain't it? Wow, come to think of it, the N64 app on Switch managed to completely fuck up the fog here. This is much foggier than the Switch. Silent Hill. Yeah, it's funny. Every time it gets really, really foggy in Chicago, Zeno or I will say, what kind of Silent Hill bullshit is this? It's actually just foggier on Sunday. Ow. I'm fine.
You've been overtaken.
Yes, I'm well aware, announcer. I like her just slowly leaning to the left. Fuck you. So yeah, if you've used the N64 app on Switch, it's a decent app, but there's actually some pretty nasty input lag on
Finished first and got
all of the
7 points.
games.
Great race. Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Marine Fortress.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I should have ordered a second Maxwell Street Polish because that was not enough food.
3, 2, 1.
I do still have my cheese fries that I didn't finish.
Everybody, behind you.
It's funny that I say that I should have gotten the second Maxwell Street Polish because it wasn't enough food, but then I wasn't able to finish my food in the first place. But yeah, if you ever come to Chicago, go to a place called Jim's Original and order their Maxwell Street Polish. That's not where we got our food today. We got it from a different place. But Jim's Original created the Maxwell Street Polish. And they have the best one in Chicago. If you don't live in Chicago, or don't want to come to Chicago, but your city has a Portillo's... Oh, good Christ. Portillo's also sells Maxwell Street Polish. Funny thing about it used to be, because that was the original location for Jim's Original, but they ended up moving. But the name of the food stuck. So, Jim's Original is not on Maxwell Street anymore, but the original location when the Maxwell Street Polish was made was on Maxwell Street. Yeah, we haven't had snow in a while, Toxico. We got snow in November, actually. But it hasn't snowed in a while. Remind me after stream, and I'll see if I can find pictures of Snowmageddon. I think that happened in, like, I want to say it was 2011, where there was a shitload of snow in Chicago. Zeno might be able to find the pictures. Our cars got buried in the snow when Snowmageddon happened. Because Chicago got hit by a blizzard. And everything had to be shut down because there was just so much snow. And I mean, literally, both of the cars that we have, my parents' car and my grandparents' car, because I live next door to my grandparents, both cars were completely buried. I think we have a picture of Zeno standing on top of our grandparents' car that's still covered in the snow because he was able to climb up there from the packed snow.
Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Port Blue.
Have a good race. 3, 2, 1.
We haven't had snow like that in quite some time, but I think in like 2019, 2018, something like that, we had pretty nasty snow for a few days. But we haven't had anything like Snowmageddon since 2011. I'm pretty sure it was 2011. It may have actually been earlier than that.
You're still in first.
2008, there was an ice storm that knocked out power for the whole region. Maybe that's when Snowmageddon happened. I was still in grade school, and I think I was still going to Catholic school, so it had to have been around... Well, no, I would have been in high school by 2011. Oh, 2009. Okay. I think it would have been the last year of grade school for me. Yeah, honestly, Simki, I haven't asked you in private what state you live in, because I'm afraid that if I know that information, I'm going to just casually accidentally say it on stream. Though, I mean, I know what state Bao lives in, I haven't said that yet, so...
You finished first and got 7 points. Great race. Move on to the next round.
Is it another race?
Welcome to Southern
There's
Island.
another race.
This is the final round. Good luck. 3,
Okay, so I was right, it was around 2011. I don't know where the pictures would be, because I don't think I joined Facebook until, 20... No, wait, no, I would have been in Facebook by 2011, so there's probably pictures somewhere in my profile. Zeno, if you can do me a favor and see if you can find those pictures, preferably ones that don't actually have me in it, or you, if you don't want to be seen. So I can send to Toxical, so I can just, and Simki, so they can just see what we had to deal with that time. February 2nd, 2011, well that narrows it down. I don't know if this was in Chicago, but I remember seeing a post once of a sign someone found, where someone put up a sign next to a parking space that had been uncovered from the snow, and the sign said something like, "I spent 2 hours..." Alright, have a good night, Simki. Make sure to check my VOD if you want to see Rally Challenge 2000 when I post the VOD tomorrow. Someone put up a sign next to a parking spot that said, "I spent an hour digging this spot out for my car. If you take this parking spot, I will spend the next 2 hours putting the snow back."
You're the champion. Congratulations.
Game over, yeah!
You get to move up to the next class.
Alright, give me a moment. Oh, I'm gonna put in my name. So, Toxico. Give me a moment here. Check Discord. As I am sending you the pictures that Xeno sent me. This was from 2011 during Snowmageddon. That is how much snow we had. Yeah, we have never had that much snow since. Yeah, Xeno, actually, even for that time, Xeno was tall. I think that was before he got taller than me, though. So, normal, expert, or normal, hard, expert goes through all the same tracks, but they tack on an extra track for each one. So, for hard, we're going to have a city at the end, and for expert, it's going to be the glacier lake thing at the end.
Sunny Beach.
Excuse me.
Get ready for the first race. 3, 2, 1, go!
We are off to a fucking phenomenal start. It was not a miss, and you know it. Also, there's some slight changes to the tracks on the different difficulties. There are now mines here on one of the turns. Yeah, I am in third game. Thank you for pointing that out. I really appreciate it.
Finished second and got 4 points. Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
But yeah, when Snowmageddon happened, I had never seen that much snow in my life, and I've never seen that much since.
2, 1,
Yeah, shit was insane. I'm glad we haven't gotten that much snow again, because it would be a nightmare to have to shovel all that. Because something about the law in Chicago, you legally cannot have your sidewalk blocked. So if it snows, we have to actually shovel the snow on the sidewalks, otherwise we can actually get fined. Yeah, Xeno, I barely remember Snowmageddon, other than there was just a shitload of snow, so I don't remember how long it took us. Alright, well... UJ, was that before or after Texas froze over? When a certain Texas senator decided to spend the holiday in Mexico in order to avoid all the snow when everybody was freezing to death. I really didn't want to say his name, but I just want to point out he got the nickname Fled Cruz because of that, and I think that's fucking amazing. UJ, is that lucking out if you don't normally get snow, or is that like lucky or unlucky because you? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why you guys keep voting for him because like nobody likes him. Like, you can't even make fun of his wife, because if you do that, he'll become your best friend.
Move on to the next round.
But I mean, that's what happens when the Zodiac Killer runs for president, I guess.
Watch the signal.
Yeah, when we get snow, it either snows a little bit and just goes away, or it snows a shitload and just lingers. You know, maybe I shouldn't go on the land there. This isn't really meant for land. I gotta stop shrimping. I don't have a posture check redeemed yet, but this is a chance for you to straighten your back and stop shrimping. We do not allow shrimping here. No shrimps. Get out of my way. God, speaking of pizza, someone in one of the servers I'm in posted a picture of what looked like a deep dish pizza. And I was too busy eating my own food to go, ooh, Chicago, and ask them if they were from Chicago. But I just am suddenly craving a deep dish pizza, because we haven't had deep dish pizza, in so fucking long. How did that count, but the other one didn't earlier? Oh, good God. And of course, I'm facing the opposite direction. Yeah, it's okay. We weren't really gonna win this. But at least I'm not knocked out yet. That sounds like a Meat Lover's pizza, Bal. Wait, Bal, there was a blizzard in New Mexico? Isn't that mostly a desert?
You've finished fourth and got 1 point. Keep trying.
And that's fine, UJ. You don't need to explain personal reasons if you don't want to.
Move on to the next round.
Welcome to Marine Fortress.
Are you ready?
Oh, excuse me.
3, 2, 1. Looking good. You've been overtaken.
You know, Nintendo had a perfect opportunity to make a Wave Race game on Wii, and they chose not to. They made a conscious decision to not make a new Wave Race on Wii. It actually would have been fucking great, and I remember Nintendo Power begging Nintendo to make a new Wave Race at that time. You know, I was going to talk with my family about seeing if we could do Thai food to celebrate me being eligible for affiliate, but I am wondering if I should ask about deep dish instead. I don't know, I'll just ask on stream. Xeno, would you rather have Thai food or deep dish pizza?
Way to go.
Because we never get to have either. Zeno says yes. Oh, God. Because, I mean, I would have been all in on Thai food until I saw that deep dish pizza, and then I remembered that we haven't had DiGiorno's. Sorry, Giordano's in fucking forever.
Move on to the next round.
I'm literally 1 point behind these idiots.
Welcome to Port Blue.
It has been longer since we had deep dish because we had Thai food on my birthday. That is true.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Chicago-style pizza is deep dish pizza, which I'm assuming most of you know. Even if I didn't never shut up about, Chicago food, I think everybody knows deep dish pizza. Oh, yeah, there's a shortcut here that I missed on and forth. What's a Chicago? Zeno, is the other Chicago-style tavern-style pizza? For cutting it, at least. That wouldn't really be a style of pizza, I guess. Because I actually either forgot or did not know there was a second style. Chicago thin crust. Okay, so I was right. It is tavern style. Well, it's cut tavern style. Yeah, I see a lot of people online talk about whether deep dish pizza is actually pizza, or if it's actually secretly gross or not, and like everyone who asks that question can shut the fuck up because deep dish is fucking amazing. And every time I talk about deep dish, I have to not be a little sad because I miss Eduardo's, because Eduardo's was my favorite pizza restaurant. And they closed the location that was closest to us. In fact, they closed every location except for one. And I loved Eduardo's Pizza. They were amazing. Home Run Inn and Barnaby's are basically the only places that do it anymore. We haven't had Barnaby's in a long time. I know you can get Home Run Inn in grocery stores.
4 points. Move on to the next round.
But yeah, if you want
Welcome to
the
Twilight
best
City.
deep dish, you need to
On your mark.
go to Giordano's
3, 2, 1.
or Pequod's. Pequod's is good too. Thanks, asshole. Sorry for the lack of commentary here. Trying to focus. I'm just gonna be thinking about pizza all night now. I have to go back through the servers that I posted my food in and see if I can figure out which server had the person posting deep dish. I'm curious if they're from Chicago. Pizza is bad for you. It's bad for Zeno too because he's lactose intolerant. He doesn't care. If you're lactose intolerant, then just tolerate it, bro. It ain't that hard, Lamel.
You finished third and got to move on.
Funny
to
thing,
the next round.
you're actually meant to be lactose intolerant. It's unusual to not be lactose intolerant if you're European or you have European blood. As Europeans, I believe, were the only
Welcome
people
to Southern Island.
who were actually drinking milk a lot. So they developed the ability to tolerate dairy products. But if you're not European, you don't have that gene in you because your ancestors never learned to drink milk. Something to that effect. Zeno is probably typing up a correction as we speak. Of course, you can still have European blood in you. Uh-oh. I'm screwed. You can still have European blood in you and be lactose intolerant. Because, I mean, obviously Zeno is my brother and he's lactose intolerant, but I'm not. But, like, from what I understand, most Asian people are lactose intolerant because they don't have those genes. Because cows weren't really common in Japan for the longest time. Ow.
Not even close.
Motherfucker. Humans are naturally lactose intolerant. Being able to produce lactase, the enzyme that breaks down lactose, is a genetic mutation. Huh.
Sorry, you didn't accumulate enough points to move on to the next round. Better luck next time.
You genetic freak. Game over,
Try
yeah.
again.
Welcome to Sunny Beach.
So yeah,
Get ready for the
still got about 20 minutes left of Wave Race.
2, 1.
This is one of the only jet ski games out there that I'm aware of, at least. There is the Renegade GP series, which is I think a pair of mobile games that got ported to consoles. I've played both of them, and they're decent. Back with pizza. What kind of pizza do you got, Toxico? We were just talking about deep dish while you were gone. Because if you want to see the kind of pizza that Chicago is known for, look up Chicago-style deep dish pizza. 3 cheese. No toppings? Just cheese? Oh, that's fine. I mean, I find cheese pizza to be a little bland, but that's because I'm used to having toppings. Yeah, if you don't look it up, remind me after stream and I'll send you a picture of deep dish pizza, because that's what we have here in Chicago. Cheese pizza is death to you.
You finished second and got 4 points. Nice going.
I mean, I've had good cheese pizza.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
One of my favorite pizzas, funnily enough, is this vegetarian pizza that the hospital that I go to has in their little food court. I don't remember everything that's on it, but it's actually really, really tasty. Because I am willing to eat vegetarian and vegan foods, if they're good. I will eat them. Because I love food. One of the best things my dad has ever cooked was a vegan curry. And it was delicious. But I've never given up meat. Not unless lab-grown meat catches on, because I'm willing to try lab-grown meat, because from what I've heard, it's basically indistinguishable from regular meat. At most, if I'm going to give up meat, I am not giving up eggs and fish. Because technically it would be better for me if I ate more fish and ate less red meat. But eating healthy is a very complicated thing. And I do not like limiting what I eat because I like eating everything. And that's probably why I've got a gut right now, is because I'm just eating so much. Oh, hey, Arctic. Glad you could check in. We are doing an N64 Sports Night showcase. I am showcasing 3 N64 games. 3 N64 sports games. We actually just finished Mario Tennis about 43 minutes ago, and as soon as we pass the second hour, I'm going to swap to my third game, Rally Challenge 2000. You forgot you put highlight on every message with chicken.
3, 2, 1.
That reminds me of Toxica. I just want to take the moment. Why am I not just calling you Toxic? I love the emotes and stickers you posted in Fur Punch before of your persona doing all the goofy stuff, because, like, I vibe with that. Oh my god. I'm turning too much, and I'm passing that. Xeno, Toxic's persona is a chicken. Thank you for the follow, Arctic. For those who aren't aware, Arctic is a good friend of Puffin. And a friend of Puffin is a friend of mine, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, please don't say that. What the fuck? Hey, he's a chicken, so I guess I'll make him a cock. Ow. Xeno, I feel like if I'm not allowed to quote the room until I see it, that you aren't either. And also, Arctic, in case you're wondering, this is an actual N64. This is not emulation. Just one of the many pieces of my, oh god, collection. I'm just gonna have to miss that. Well, she ain't going too well. Also, I need to point out something. Mario Tennis and Wave Race 64, I have loose copies. For some reason, I have a CIB copy of... Do I have the manual? Yeah, I have a CIB copy of Rally Challenge 2000. Who made this again? I see 4 different names on the box. South Peak Interactive is on the front, and then on the back is XICAT Interactive, Europress, and Imagineer. So I don't actually know who the publisher and developer of this is. It was you, Bal? That's kind of odd, Bal, because this came out in 2000 and I'm older than you. Wait, this came out in 2000?
Are you ready?
I thought I had it earlier than that.
2, 1.
Don't ask why I own Rally Challenge 2000, because I genuinely don't know. My grandma had a habit of picking up games for me that I didn't ask for because she just bought games for me. You were a very gifted child. I can believe that. Things change. Well, I mean, if you were a gifted child, or if parents said you were a gifted child and said you were, like, you know, really smart and you would do well as an adult and all that stuff, it probably means you're just going to develop anxiety. Because I was told I was a gifted child. I was told I was really smart, and I literally have an anxiety disorder. I can be a perfectionist sometimes, and I worry about everything that I'm not doing well enough. So, let your kids be kids, please. Otherwise, they'll turn out like me and have a multitude of issues. Oh, thank God, I thought I was going to hit that crate. So you got Bust a Move 2, Puzzle Bobble 2. Your brother got Nagano Winter Olympics 64. Didn't know there was a Winter Olympics game on N64. That reminds me, I kind of want to get Buck Bumble for N64 as a joke. Have you guys heard the Buck Bumble theme?
You finished first and got 7
You
points.
actually had Buck Bumble. I am so sorry. I've heard... well, okay. For those who have not heard Buck Bumble, I'm just going to play it for a moment. Because I just want stream to... Or, I just want my chat to experience Buck Bumble.
What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity buck bumper. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumper. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumper. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumper. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass.
They literally put all the budget in the theme song. And wait a minute, there's something I have to play.
Bum bum to the boo to the bum to the bass to the bum to the boo to the bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the big buck bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the big buck bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the big buck bumper. What about now? It's time to rock with the big buck bumper. Bumper, buck bumper, big bumper. Bumper, buck bumper, big buck. Bum to the boot to the bum bass, the big bumper. The boot to the bum to the buck, big bumper.
Alright, I won't torture you guys with that anymore. But yeah, I don't know how I found Super Buck World, but I have not forgotten it. I have tried, but I have not forgotten it. I truly cannot wait for Simkey to check the VOD and just hear the Super Buck World. They could see Buck Bumble. Yeah, I have never seen any gameplay from Buck Bumble. I kind of want to get it as a joke and stream it for a retro night. Because, like, legendarily bad games are games that are worth collecting, in my opinion, as long as I don't collect all of them. Because I don't want to fill my collection with a bunch of trash. I want to get Drake of the 99 Dragons, because that's another legendarily bad game. I don't know how many of you people know the story of that game, but if you have heard of Action 52, they kind of made the same mistake Action 52 did, because Drake of the 99 Dragons was an Xbox game that was supposed to, kick off a cartoon and a comic line. Because they had big plans for it. They were hoping it would be a groundbreaking game and kick off a brand new IP. And the game came out, and it's considered to be one of the worst video games ever made. The wall running mechanics don't really work well, and they're nauseating. The game is frustratingly difficult, and since you can't die, you just get sent to like some astral plane. Every time you get sent there, the characters there yell at you and make fun of you. Yeah, I never watched a retrospective on it, but Valve, you could actually send that to me. I would be very interested in it, because Drake of the 99 Dragons is interesting to me because all of the pieces are there to make a really great IP, and they completely fucked it up. Because visually, it looks kind of stylish. It looks like it could have been cool. It just didn't turn out that way.
Welcome to Twilight City.
Matt McMuscles is not a name I recognize. Yeah, I would like to watch that tomorrow before class.
On your mark, get set. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I love learning about shitty games because learning about what went wrong is just fascinating. I just love video games. I love learning about video games. I love learning about game development. I love games that never were, because it's just fascinating. And I think one thing that people don't really talk about all that much is bad video games, because they're bad. Nobody wants to play bad games. But that's why I'm so interested in them, is because nobody plays them. So it's stuff that not many people talk about. Because, like, say The Quiet Man. Who wants to admit they finished The Quiet Man? Nobody wants to admit they've played that. Well, Bao, I know you play them. And I really enjoy hearing your commentary on these shitty games you play. Okay, Toxic. Tattoo Assassins is awesome. It is awesome, it is amazing for all the wrong reasons. Because it is a disaster of a game. And somehow, it's fun. It is fun. It is a good game in spite of itself. Matt McMuscle says a video on The Quiet Man. Oh, I should check out his channel. But yeah, for people who don't know what Tattoo Assassins is, that was an attempt by Data East to mimic Mortal Kombat. It even featured 2 of the actors from Mortal Kombat, I think. And it's bad. The only reason why it never actually got released, because it was not released, was because the cabinets tested poorly, and they had a bunch of cabinets ready to go, but a flood at a warehouse destroyed most of them, so there's only a few dozen cabinets that still exist. So it's a collector's item, and then somebody dumped the ROM online. The game has hundreds of fatalities, because they came up with everything you could slap ality to the end of, and one of them is a nudality, which was a rumor in Mortal Kombat. Yes, Val, it was.
Southern Island.
That's also the one where the default character is named Carla, and she's a figure skater whose backstory is based on that one tabloid story of the figure skater who hired a guy to break another figure skater's kneecaps so she would win a tournament. The same one that Weird Al references in his song Headline News. Yeah, Data East did more than that. They made Burger Time. And, Puzzle Bobble, Magical Drop. And Magical Drop is one of the best puzzle games ever made. I love Magical Drop. And yeah, they did make some pinball machines. Pinball Arcade, I believe, still has the Phantom of the Opera table from Data East. I believe Stern, I think, owns the rights to Data East tables. Toxic, if you have a Switch, Magical Drop 2 and 3 are available as Neo Geo games. Play Magical Drop 3. Don't play the second one. The second one's good, it's just the third one is better because it has more characters. It's a competitive puzzle game, so if you like fighting games, I've actually seen Magical Drop played at fighting game tournaments. You guys are assholes! Now, I do have 3 shitty N64 games that I can play basically whenever I want on stream. And I'm waiting for a good opportunity to play them. And it's Superman 64, Hercules The Legendary Journeys, and Blues Brothers 2000, which are all made by Titus Software and are considered the holy trinity of shitty video games.
You finished second and got 4 points. Nice going.
Because they're not very good. Yeah, Superman 64 is obviously the worst of the bunch. Because I don't actually think you can finish the game. I genuinely don't think it's beatable. That's how bad it is. I think too many people slept on Hercules The Legendary Journeys. JonTron brought it up in his Hercules video. Of course, fuck JonTron, but he did make a good point that Hercules Legendary Journeys, the game, which is based on the TV show, is desperately trying to be Ocarina of Time. Down to the UI and even some of the models. It's trying to be Ocarina of Time and it falls so flat. Blues Brothers 2000 is at least a fully complete game. It's a 3D platformer, and it's a dog shit 3D platformer. But it's weird. Because it's so far removed from the license. I played it a lot as a kid because I was a stupid kid. It's bad. Don't play it unless you really want to tear your hair out, because it can be pretty frustrating because the game just doesn't work half the time. Everything about it is just fucked up. The crown jewel of your bad game collection is Fugitive Hunter War on Terror. I think, for lack of any better options, the crown jewel of my bad game collection has to be Superman 64. because I don't think I have anything worse than it. Because at least every other bad game I have is actually beatable. Alright. That's it for Wave Race. We are on to our final game. So, Toxic, since you are not in my personal server, you are probably not aware of this, but for this N64 Sports Night, I actually had a poll in my server. I picked out 7 games, and I was going to stream whichever 3 got the most votes for one N64 night, and then the next 3 on another N64 Sports Night. There were 7 games were Mario Tennis, Wave Race 64, Rally Challenge 2000, Mario Golf, Excite Bike 64, Pilot Wings 64, and 1080 Degree Snowboarding. Rally Challenge 2000, which I just popped into the N64, got the most votes because nobody had ever heard of it. And I included it because rally games are sports games, and it's kind of a random game. And then Mario Tennis and Wave Race 64 got the second most votes. They were tied. And then the other 3, Excite Bike, Pilot Wings, and Mario Golf, got a few votes. And poor 1080 Degree Snowboarding didn't get a single vote. Which I'm kind of happy about, because I suck at it. So this is a rally game. Kind of started trying to compete with the likes of Ridge Racer. So I'm going to do arcade instead of championship. Huh. I don't remember doing all that. You had V-Rally on 64? I've also got GT 64, which is complete and utter trash. I'm gonna go with this one. So, this game is really nothing to scoff at, but if you happen to like games like Sega... Oh, hold on a second here.
3, 2, 1, go!
Sorry, let me turn the volume down a little bit. Good enough. Yeah, this is very loud. Yeah, GT64 has a menu theme that is like a 10-second loop. And it's a fucking banger 10-second loop. And that's the only good thing about it. I'm swapping cars. I'm just going to use the default car. San Francisco Rush. I think I've heard of that.
3, 2, 1, go! Go, go, go!
Ah, there we go. That's much better turning.
Easy.
So yeah, if you've played Sega Rally Championship, this is basically the N64's version of it. And I happen to love Sega Rally Championship. This is essentially the same game, but with more tracks. You've only played a few racing games? Yeah, I happen to love racing games. I kind of prefer the arcadey ones or kart games like Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing. But I like the rally games sometimes. And I love Need for Speed and Burnout. I had Daytona USA at one point, but I sold it. I need to see if I can find some cheap Saturn games so I can actually have more than 3 Saturn games. Because I have a Sega Saturn. But I only have like 3 or 4 games for it. Because the Saturn is a very expensive console to collect for. The Saturn has some phenomenal games. But it is painful to get them. Because most of its best games are several $100s. And while you can argue all you want about overpriced sellers and whatnot, the reality is there are very few copies of most of those Saturn games in existence, because at the time the president of Sega of America was intentionally limiting sales of several games because he believed gamers didn't want them. So he was essentially deciding for consumers what they wanted. That's why Panzer Dragoon Saga is so expensive. That's why Burning Rangers is so expensive. Because he decided that nobody wanted them. And since he couldn't outright cancel them, he just gave them, or forced them to have limited releases. And that same guy forced Sega to come out with the Dreamcast, and the moment the Dreamcast went in production, they fired him. And he actually died earlier this year. Uh-oh. I forget his name. He is a very polarizing figure in Sega fan circles. Because he kind of sabotaged the Saturn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was the checkpoint!
3, 2, 1, go! Go, go, go! Perfect.
I just realized something that I could actually do. If I get the right microphone, I could literally do a retro game ASMR stream with like my GBA or something. I would just have to shut the fuck up because my voice is not suited for ASMR. Announcers doing the fake yell thing. Oh, I do that a lot. I do not scream or yell normally, so I do like the fake yell. Alright, well I passed them, and that's an important thing. Oh god, not again. Oh! Barely winning! The best kind of winning.
3.
Oh no, we're British. I like the brief 60 FPS giving you a glimpse of what could be. Oh, of course Britain is foggy. Dovahkiin. Wouldn't that be, Scandinavia? Or Iceland? England? Whatever it is. Iceland, I think that's it. Oh, this is gonna be tough.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that was about the shouting. Okay, never mind, never mind. Shut up. Hit an itch in my nose. That's better. Fake gamer girl. He actually came out in second. I should have let the credits play once. Alright, medium. So what are the other tracks? So we got Australia. I don't recognize the flag in the middle. Is that Spain? Spain, Great Britain. Yeah, shut up, I don't know my flags, okay? Italy, Brazil, France, Germany, Canada, US. Alright, that is Spain? Okay. Italian Harry Potter in the suitcase full of spaghetti. God, just saying that makes me giggle every time.
2, 1, go!
You're in Spain without the S.
Go, go!
Well, I'm studying without the stud. I mean, Stu. God damn it, I ruined the joke. Never mind.
Easy right. Easy right. Easy right.
Easy right. Medium left. Ow. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, I think we're absolutely fucked now. There's no way I have enough time.
Easy right. Easy left. Easy right. Medium left. Easy left. Easy right. Finish.
Oh, the controller I'm using is not an actual N64 controller. This is a Brawler 64 pad from Retro Fighters. And if you have an N64, I would highly recommend it. Can you guys hear Bandit?
3, 2, 1, go! Go, go, go!
As I hear Bandit screaming. Zune is cheap. Didn't I recommend that PS2 controller to you, Val? Because I heard they were making it. Yeah, they are good. I have their Dreamcast controller, their Genesis and Saturn controller, and their N64 controller. I highly recommend them if you need replacement controllers for those consoles. Yeah, I've heard 8BitDo is really good too. I don't have any 8BitDo stuff. I wanted to get their arcade stick for Switch, but I didn't like the fact that the buttons weren't labeled. Yeah, Retro Fighters, extremely good. No! Yeah, I have a Genesis arcade stick and I have a Wii one. And the Wii one I have is actually tied to Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. At one point I had an adapter that let me use that controller on my Windows, but the cable for it actually just died. It just stopped working. It's a really good arcade stick, so I need to see if I can actually get it, get a new adapter. Oh, hey, hon. We're on Rally Challenge now. It's the game that literally everyone voted for because they had no idea what the fuck it was. I was hoping Simkey could stay so he could see this live, but he said he'd check out the VOD afterwards. Because I know Simkey would have been, would have really liked to have seen this, because for a collector, he had never heard of this game. And this is just one of the random-ass games I just happen to have. Because I sold off a good chunk of my collection several years ago, but I had a bunch of really random games for N64, and I don't have most of them anymore. I had, I think, 2 different Scooby-Doo games, and I had Earthworm Jim 3D. I don't remember what else I had. I think that actually might have been the only N64 games I sold. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the voice acting in this game. So, Han, since I don't think you were here for most of Rally Challenge, if you've played Sega Rally Championship, you've essentially played this game. This just has more tracks.
Go, go, go!
See, I'm not upset about my younger self selling games because it was a nice way to offload some of these shitty games from my collection. I wish I had kept the N64 games, had I known that I would be streaming. And there were a few DS games that I wish I had kept. Because I really wish I had kept Super Princess Peach, Sonic Rush Adventure, Yoshi's Island DS, and Wario Master of Disguise, because I don't have those anymore. Earthworm Jim 3D is worth that much loose? Jesus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Belle. Yeah, the only things that I regret selling, quite honestly, I sold a few boxed N64 games. Like, boxed versions of games I had loose because my sister convinced me that it would make me more money. And I wish I hadn't done that. And there were some DS games that I wish I had kept. Because I still haven't finished buying them. Do I have Yoshi's Island DS again? No, but I do have Sonic Rush. Also, Sonic Rush is a good Sonic game because it's the one that introduced Blaze, and it had Hideki Naganuma doing the soundtrack. I still have the gold controller from GoldenEye. For a period, that was my PC controller, because I used that adapter I was talking about. I didn't use it a whole lot, because I couldn't collect the sticks and it was missing some buttons. That was a good controller.
3, 2, 1, go! Go, go, go! Easy work.
I like how this game's soundtrack is doing a very terrible job hiding the fact that it's just MIDI. Because this is the most MIDI-ass soundtrack I've ever heard. It's not bad. It's just the problem with MIDI soundtracks is you can tell that it's MIDI. One of my favorite genres of shitposts is taking a MIDI to MP3 converter and then running it through an MP3 to MIDI converter and then back in MIDI to MP3 and just posting the results. My favorite example of that is the fucking mess of a song that becomes, or that Metal Crusher from Undertale turns into, because the fucking piano bit at the beginning is just icing on the cake. It's amazing. Uh-oh, I'm not making it. There's no way. There's no way I'm making it.
Time over.
Time over.
3, 2, 1, go! Go, go, go! Easy way. Easy way. Easy left. Easy right.
This game's hard. Also, those gold cups on the track select, those weren't me. I think that was from whoever previously played this game, because this has a blockbuster sticker on it, and I bet some of you haven't heard that name in a while. So this must be something my grandma got from a Blockbuster that was selling old stock. Because when Blockbuster would get new stuff in, you know, as the years passed, they would sell off old stock. And a bunch of my N64 games came from Blockbusters, plural, that were selling off old stock. Uh-oh. That is how I have Chameleon Twist 2 in its original box. It does not have the manual, but it's still worth upwards of like $400. Just because I have the box. And a... Yeah, I don't remember if it was any good, because I couldn't figure it out when I was a kid, and ironically I was afraid of it, because I was afraid of everything as a kid. But I think it was Night of 100 Frights. Is that what you were looking at, Zeno? Night of 100 Frights. Oops. I could have sworn it was Night of 100 Frights, but that might be the PS2 one. Used to be afraid of Mortal Kombat. Funnily enough, I was never afraid of Mortal Kombat. When I was a kid, I watched Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV. And my parents just let me. Night of 100 Frights is the PS2 one. Okay. One of the VTubers I follow was recently streaming that, so that might be why I got him confused. Completely forgot Celebrity Deathmatch existed. Yeah, I have a weird interest in violent media because violence, like gruesome violence, fascinates me. Yeah, funny thing is I liked Happy Tree Friends. Not of 100 Fights, okay. Yeah, I was a fan of Happy Tree Friends for a while. I don't actually think Happy Tree Friends is any good, because it's not. But, the violence was creative. That's, like, the nicest thing I can say about it. Because I've tried to watch Happy Tree Friends recently, because I forgot I was following them on Facebook, and then been posting again out of the blue. The show isn't good. It's not funny. It's just, what kind of gruesome, violent thing can we come up with next? I won't describe any of the things that happens on the show. If you want to seek that out, you can do that. But, it's not good. I don't know what I saw in it when I was younger. And, no, by younger, I mean high school. Because I was in high school when I finally found Happy Tree Friends. Because my aunt likes Happy Tree Friends. Because my aunt is a cartoon-obsessed adult. Which would be fine if it wasn't my aunt. The only person who's going to laugh at that is probably going to be Zeno. But I have mentioned... I'm not making this. Oh, it was right there. I have mentioned in passing that I do not like my aunt. Okay, yeah, the TV show was definitely better than the shorts. Because the TV show actually had some character development going on in the background. Especially with Petunia and Flippy. It also had much better animation. Ow. I actually only recently discovered Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I somehow went my entire career on the internet without ever watching Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I watched the Time episode a few days ago. And I think I want to watch the rest of the series, because I think that's actually going to become a full show now. And I don't know much about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, but a lot of people compared it to Happy Tree Friends because it's violent and playing off of kids' show themes. The difference is Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is trying to actually be a kids' show that's also just horrifying. Yeah, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, from what... I've only watched one episode, like I said. But it definitely actually seems genuinely good, and a kind of horror version of Wonder Shosen. Because Wonder Shosen is another parody of kids shows that is just way more adult, rather than trying to be scary or violent. I don't know if I'd call Wonder Shosen good, but it has some really funny moments. No! Oh, come on.
I'm over.
Yeah, online shock content has, it basically works once and then never again. Also, Zeno just quoted one of my favorite moment in Wonder Shosen. You're never too young for a Vietnam flashback. Also, Wonder Shosen, every time an episode starts, it has a disclaimer saying the show is not aimed at children. If you let your kids watch this show, you are a terrible parent. And as that disclaimer is up, you can hear a woman screaming, "Please don't eat my babies." I can't believe it. They're buying it. These kids totally think I can read. Can I actually see, please? Thank you. One of the not great things about Wonder Shosen is if you have been on the internet long enough, you may have seen the "That's Racist" meme from several years ago. That actually stems from Wonder Shosen. But being part of MTV and the time it came out, that just kind of comes with the territory. Yeah, there's one particular edit that I will not describe that just makes it worse. Can I make it? Nope.
Time over.
Yep. Toxic's in the edit.
3, 2, 1, go!
2000's internet was a fucking bloodbath of people trying to figure out who can be the most awful person first. And speaking of, funny thing about that, the only reason why furries got so much hate was because even in the early 2000s, furries were, for the most part, openly LGBT, and people at Something Awful really didn't like that. So that's why they started targeting furries and coming up with shit about them. Because former members of Something Awful admitted in an interview that someone did that they only did it because they didn't like that the furries were gay. And the ironic thing is, some of those Something Awful members eventually became furries. Maybe turning while reading chat is not a great idea. We're gonna be stuck here a while.
3, 2, 1, go!
You've never seen any of the famous shock gore content? Someone tried to send me to Lemon Party and Meat Spin, but since I accessed the website from my PSP, they didn't load correctly, so I didn't actually get the shock value of it. I later found out what they were, and I'm glad that didn't work. There's some other names that I probably won't name on stream, but if you've been on the internet long enough, you've probably heard some of the names. Please don't say them if you're familiar with them, because I'd like to keep that out of chat. I only named the two that I named because pretty much everyone who's an internet user in my time has been to the site at some point, because someone has tricked them to go there. Yeah, the one shock website that I have been to was Encyclopedia Dramatica, which I don't believe exists anymore. Which was essentially just a stalking website. That's how Chris Chan got noticed, was because of Encyclopedia Dramatica, and the less said about them, the better.
3.
I think Encyclopedia Dramatica got shut down. Encyclopedia Dramatica had shock pages, but the website itself wasn't trying to be shock value. It was mostly to shit on other internet users. For some problematic people online, it was one of the only ways to document them at the time, but we have other ways of doing that now that we have social media. Alright, now for the mirror courses, which I did not even know were a thing, somehow. Oh, excuse me.
3, 2, 1, go! Go, go,
So with reverse, are we doing the? Oh, we're doing the course in reverse. Okay, I thought it was a mirror. Friend and I created a page on ED and it got deleted because we had no idea what we were actually doing. Lol. It's like 2008, 2009. It was that long ago, wasn't it? God, fuck. God, it feels like it was a few years ago. You know? Time is an illusion. I was thinking about this one person printing that Nokia shock picture and was showing it to everyone at school. I didn't react and asked to show it again. He got shocked I asked. I'm not actually familiar with that one, Toxic. I think it's better off that I'm not familiar with it. Whatever it is. How did we get on the topic of shock websites? How did we get here?
Caution! Caution! Easy way. Caution!
Bell says it was just some random bullshit. I'm assuming that means the page that he and his friend were trying to make. Ah, I see. Yeah, one thing I learned about Encyclopedia Dramatica and other sites like that is they only really go after people if they can get any kind of reaction out of you. If they can turn it into content. If you just don't respond to them trying to get to you, or just ignore it or whatever, they'll usually just leave you alone. Because if they can't turn your reaction into content, then what's the point in trying to bother you? Now, of course, that's how it works in theory. In practice, they will just keep at it until they get a rise out of you, as we've seen with modern trolls. And with social media making it easier to get in touch with people, it means that they can just spend more time making burner accounts and whatever, trying to get a rise out of people. But usually, if your reactions are boring, they will leave you alone. Though I have noticed a trend of people who are clearly getting riled up by something, like as in bad people, using coping tactics to try to make it seem like they're not affected by what you're saying, but if you read between the lines, you can tell you're actually really bothering them. Oh yeah, Bal, that too. We've seen that with a certain website. Which, speaking of that certain website, you know the one, is back up, but they're under a new domain that doesn't have that many protections, and it seems like the site has completely died down. Because they lost a bunch of users. And since the site is now in the public eye, they are under much higher scrutiny, so they can't do as much anymore. Since several prominent members of the site actually got arrested for posting to the site. Because, as it turns out, trolls aren't always that good at covering their tracks. Yeah, I mean, like, no, absolutely no sympathy for me. None whatsoever.
Go, go, go!
I hope they all get arrested. Oh yeah, they lost everything. So they don't even have their own documentation anymore. So they can't go after most of the people because the info just doesn't exist. Unless it was archived. Because Internet Archive refused to archive the site because they believed that archiving it would have been a bad idea. Because they knew that the info would have been used in bad faith. Yeah, and speaking of, since it's obvious what the site is, I just want to say I regret getting involved with Chris Chan stuff. Because, like, regardless of whether Chris Chan is a good person, nobody deserved to go through what they went through. Nobody. And it's very, very obvious that no one on that website had good intentions. They didn't care that Chris Chan was possibly committing crimes. They were only going after them because they were neurodivergent and because they had developmental problems.
3, 2.
It doesn't matter what they say. They know why they're targeting their people. Yeah, Chris Chan is not a great person, but they were made worse because of the websites. Yeah, let's not talk about them further, because I really, really want to put that part of my internet time behind me. But it's a mess. So, I do welcome discussions like this, because it is interesting topics, but sometimes some things are best left, like, not discussed, and that's kind of one of them. I just wanted to state that because I was a part of that, for lack of a better term, fandom at one point, and I really regret getting involved. Thankfully, I didn't really attach too much of myself to it. I did post a parody comic on DeviantArt, but I abandoned my DeviantArt account long ago. I think the comic is still up, but I don't even remember my DeviantArt login, so I don't even know if I can get back into my account. You'd have to search for me on DeviantArt to even really find me, though, because I don't have it tied to any of my socials, and the account might actually be gone. I don't know. I think my account may have been deleted because it's been inactive for years. Oh, hey, Simkey. Yeah, as I was telling chat, if you've played Sega Rally Championship, you've played this. This just has more tracks. This has a lot more tracks. Because it has 9 plus reverse versions of them compared to the 4 or so that are in Sega Rally Championship. It's actually pretty good, though. This is the most I've played of it, like, ever. Because I was really bad at the game as a kid. This is actually really good. Like, I'm having a lot of fun.
3, 2.
And I apparently got this from Blockbuster, because there's a Blockbuster sticker on the cartridge. So, I don't know how much this game is. This is a complete copy for some reason. I have the manual and everything.
Go, go, go. Easy right. Medium left.
If you can find the credits for the game, we might be able... Actually, you know what? After I finish this set of tracks, I will let the credits play out so we can see who the voice actor is. Yeah, I don't know who... Oh, God. I don't know who made this, but this was apparently published by South Peak Interactive. There are 3 developers listed on the back of the box. And I don't know which one of them is actually involved in this.
Easy right. See that?
And I'm curious how much this game costs. It's a street racing game. Speaking of street racing games, Simkey, have you played Metropolis Street Racer or Project Gotham Racing? Because Metropolis Street Racer was a street racing game on Dreamcast. It's one of the best racing games on the console. Okay. And Project Gotham Racing was a spiritual successor to it that was made under Microsoft. I think I have Project Gotham Racing 2 on Xbox. And fun fact,
3, 2.
what's the name of the game? Geometry Wars. The original Geometry Wars was an Easter egg in Project Gotham Racing. And then they expanded on it with its own games. No, Gotham is actually a journalistic term for a city.
2, 1, go!
So it's a street racing game. Gotham being the cities, like New York. Or like Geometry Wars. I like Geometry Wars. But I like those kinds of games.
Easy right. Easy left.
That's actually kind of interesting, Simpi, that it's so popular. I mean, then again, I bought the games because I heard they were pretty good racing games. I haven't used my Dreamcast or my Xbox in a while, though. I should probably use them again. Uh-oh. 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 No! Oh!
Time over.
Well, this is Rally Challenge 2000, not Rally Championship.
Go, go!
Rally Challenge 2000. I don't know if there were other Rally Challenge games. This is the one I have, and it's a complete copy. I don't know why I have a complete copy, but it's yet another blockbuster game I own that just happens to have the box set manual. Play Big Rigs? For a bad game... well, okay, Necro, that's the thing. I'm on Linux. I don't know if I can get the game running. If I buy a disc, I have to get a portable disk drive because my laptop doesn't have a disk drive. And I'd have to use Wine or Proton in order to get the game to actually install. And there's no telling if it'll actually work. Hang on a second. I need to confirm that. Give me a moment here. We're going a little late anyways, because I actually want to finish this. I need to see this for myself. Okay, well, I am taking the cartridges off of the box. 170. Sealed 1,000? 165? What? I didn't know this was worth this much. Holy shit. Good God. Simki, I own 3 boxed games from Blockbuster. Chameleon Twist 2, Rally Challenge 2000, and Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Those are 3 rare games. Why do I have all 3? You would use a virtual machine? God, that sounds like a nightmare because Linux is involved. Well, okay, I use Pop! OS, which is a form of Linux that's actually pretty painless. I still have to go through some hoops to get Windows things running, but if a game is on Steam, Steam actually does the work for me. So I don't have to use the terminal to install Proton, I don't have to configure it because Steam does it for me. So I have an easier time, thankfully. If this was something like Manjaro Linux or Arch Linux, then it would be a nightmare. And Toxic, I could use a virtual machine. I have been avoiding doing that because I really didn't want to set one up, but it might be a good idea. Yeah, Linux is a pain sometimes, but there are flavors of Linux that are less painful. Pop! OS is one of them. Linux Mint is another. Alright, so I'm going to let the credits play out so we can see if the voice actor is named. So you guys pay attention in case I'm not looking. And Xeno says I should stream Burnout. I do have Burnout 3 on Xbox. and Burnout Dominator, I think, on PS2. So I could stream those. I do not currently have a way of streaming Xbox games, though. Funny you mentioned that, Necro. I do own that. And it's boxed. With the manual. I do actually own that. Well, maybe I'll do a racing night on N64, or with N64 at some point, because I have LEGO Racers, and I have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Buy an Xbox to HDMI converter? Well, I mean, I have an HDMI converter. I just need to get spare cables for the Xbox, and I need to make sure I can actually fit the damn Xbox on my desk. Wow, it literally doesn't name the voice actor. Yeah, Zeno, because of all the crashes. Not like the game crashing, the cars crashing. So, sorry, Sorrow, I don't know who the voice actor is, because the game doesn't even say. That's kind of irritating, actually. Yeah, like, any game that I am not going to stream as part of my regular stream, but is retro, I do stream on Sundays. Some of them I'm trying to actually get through. Next week we're going to return to I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, because I'd like to finish that. And as a bit of a spoiler, the next game I was planning on doing after that was Beyond Oasis.
3, 2, 1, go!
Burnout 3 would freeze during loading. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, Burnout 3 is fucking hilarious because of the car crashes. Ow. Ow. And sometimes for Retro Night, I do a showcase where I show multiple games and I don't try to finish any of them. Because I have a lot of games, and sometimes I just want to show off some of the weirder things I have. And I would personally say, how are the crashes funny? Well, I once managed to... I crashed into a car, and me crashing into the car sent that car flying, which crashed into another car, and then I was laughing uncontrollably and crashed into a bus, which sent me flipping over the bus, and I did a cartwheel across the street until I finally landed, and then another car crashed into me. That's how the crashes are funny. I also literally flipped a car out of bounds.
Time over.
Yeah, like...
2, 1, go!
Well, okay.
Go, go!
Classes for me end on Thursday. Oh, shut up, Al. Classes for me end on Thursday. I'll see if I can actually fit the original Xbox on my desk. And if I can, I will get cables for it, and maybe I'll do a Burnout stream. A barbecue. God, I have not heard the term barbecue in quite some time. Not since Paul Walker. Rip in peace. Haha! Topical humor. From, like, 10 years ago. Still. Do you guys remember that one image that had an edit of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that said "The Brick"? It was like Fast and the Furious 20, and it had Dwayne "The Brick" Johnson and celebrity Paul Walker, and it was just a skeleton on fire. Do you guys remember that? I don't think I want to search for that right now, but that just popped into my head. Oh, that's unfortunate, Simki. The race only ends and all the drivers get mangled. Isn't that just Destruction Derby? Or Twisted Metal? That's not really a race. No, that's Carmageddon. That's what that is, because that's actually a race. Ooh, I should stream Carmageddon. I have Carmageddon. I should stream the N64 version of Carmageddon, the one that replaced all the humans with zombies in the US version and with robots in the European version. It's a race to the real final destination. Death. By the way, funny thing about censorship in video games, especially with Nintendo games, European games for N64 and before tended to be heavily censored if they were violent. So if characters were killing each other, they were usually forced to change the characters into robots or something. The reason for that, especially with Nintendo consoles, is because Nintendo of Europe was based in Germany, which which at the time did not consider video games art, so they weren't protected. So they were under higher scrutiny. Play the German version of Counter-Strike where enemies surrender instead of die. Is that actually a thing? So the main devs for this is Genki Co. They tried to do so many things before this, but are actually well known for their racing games. Interesting. They aren't even listed on the box.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, I've never actually spent the time to try to play this properly. This is the furthest I've ever made in it. And this is actually really solid. Like, I am having a lot of fun with this. I need to look into the WRC games, because I think one just came out on Switch. Does the original Xbox still have its timing cap? If so, make sure to remove it if it's not a 6.0 revision. Funny thing, Senki, something is unusual about our original Xbox. Number one, I think when I looked it up, it does not have the issue that you're describing. It's working fine. But the hard drive has been replaced. Because we have about 20 or so Xbox games, all of which have save data, one of which is Morrowind, which has a ton of saves. And it still has not gone down. It is still saying a large number of spaces available with a plus sign. So whoever previously owned this Xbox modded the hard drive and sold it with the modded hard drive. So Zeno and I actually lucked out because we don't need to do anything with the hard drive. Yeah, I don't even think it's a glitch. I think it's just a thing that people did where they modded the hard drive. Either that or it just had a shitload of space. Can I make this? Oh my god, it's right there. No. Okay, we're good. Daytona, let's go away. Game over, yeah.
3.
I actually owned Daytona USA at one point for the Sega Saturn, but I sold it because I preferred Sega Rally Championship. I kind of wish I kept it, but I do have the Xbox 360 port. Zeno, I thought it was 60. Oh yeah, there was a used game shop that we used to frequent that I really miss because it was a nice shop. And I was on a first-name basis with one of the cashiers. Because I was visiting basically every other weekend from 2011-ish to 2018, I believe, when the shop closed. And I remember on one of the last days when the shop was open, I walked in the door. The cashier, who knew my name, said hi, and then he turned to the guy working with him and he said, you know, to me, most people who come in here who have been going here since before I worked here are like royalty. Because I had been going there for years, and apparently I had been going there before he actually got hired. And the owner knew me, too. The owner actually taught me how to clean cartridges and how to clean consoles. And he taught Zeno as well. And I remember the owner being very impressed with my knowledge of games, considering how young I was at the time. Because I'm 28 now. I'm almost third. Oh, no. I was right there.
3, 2,
Oh, your royalty getting the guillotine.
go! Go, go, go!
I mean, fair. Yeah, but like, I was, at the time, I was young, obviously, because this was like 10 years ago. And the owner was impressed with how knowledgeable I was about video games that were way older than me. Because at one point, when I was waiting for a disc to be cleaned, we were talking about the Magnavox Odyssey and Atari-era games. Oh yeah, Xeno got Valkyrie profile from them on one of the last days it was open. Xeno, or Soro, I never played Katamari Forever. I didn't know they developed that. I have played Katamari Damacy and its remaster, We Love Katamari, and Me and My Katamari. And I played beautiful Katamari without buying any of the DLC, so I didn't really get the full package. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, thank God. This track is a pain. Alright, I need to pass this guy, otherwise I won't be able to see. There we go. Hey, can you fuck off? Thank you. What about I Hate Katamari? That would be Touch My Katamari. Touch My Katamari was the PS Vita game, and everyone hated it because it has a different art style. Well, it has a different art style, and it's just not good.
3, 2.
I don't think I saw any ads for Touch My Katamari, because I didn't even know it existed until after the Vita had been discontinued, essentially. Your phone is gonna die. Well, that's actually the end of stream, funnily enough. Because that's it for Rally Challenge. So, thank you all for joining me. This was a very fun night, and I want to do another showcase at some point. I do have the other 3 sports games that people voted for. So, I'll probably try to do that after I have no mouth and I'm a stream. Oh, you mean like a nut you can play with outside? I had a friend from up north visit, and we went to a vintage game store, and I saw a copy of Donkey Kong Country, and I mentioned Expand Dong to an employee cashing us out, and he pretended not to hear me. Well, can you really blame them? Whoops. I gotta stop punching the microphone when I'm trying to scratch an itch. Because, I mean, if I was working at a shop and a customer came in talking about Expand Dong, I would not be happy with them. Yeah, and I'll try to come up with ideas for other showcases, because these are kind of fun, because I get to stream stuff I wouldn't normally stream. So, I have puzzle games on N64 that I could do as well. So, let me find a raid target, and I'm actually going to come up with a raid message this time. Yeah, thanks, Toxic. It was nice to see you again. Maybe GameCube? Yeah, I could do GameCube. I have ideas. While I'm finding the raid target, if you guys could help me come up with a raid message. Well, Aoife's playing Choo Choo Charles, and I kind of want to watch Choo Choo Charles. That was one of those times where you know you shouldn't say something, but you do anyway. Oh, that's just me all the time. Oh, Bao, that's not the... Shush. Mute, damn it. Okay. I actually like Xeno's idea better, Simki, because that lines up with my stupid sense of humor. That's not the right one. There we go. So, give me a moment here. So, use whatever emotes you want. Since I do not yet have my emotes, I'm using Soros. Yeah, let me just make sure that I copied that. Good? Alright. Copy that, use whatever emotes you want. And we're going to send Aoife some love, also known as Many Sharp Teeth. She is an eldritch abomination and a shark. If you haven't seen her already. So, you all have a lovely evening. And I will be back tomorrow with my new schedule. We will be finishing up Kirby Superstar. And probably showing off Kirby's Avalanche and Kirby Star Stacker to fill out time. Because I want to 100% Kirby Superstar, because I've never actually done that before, because I never settled on which version I'm 100%. Excuse me. So, see you then.